Hi, friends. Welcome to Crafting and Relaxing. This is Sarah. Thank you so very much for joining me. This is Smash Our Stash, which is a collaboration put on by Bourbon Creek Crafts here on YouTube, and many other people join us. It's a hashtag collaboration, so be sure and click the hashtag down below, and you can follow and see who else does it. And we also have some people on Instagram. It is free choice this month. Each month there's a theme, and this month I just got stuff out and said, okay, I had these unfinished yellow journals, and then, you just never know where the day is going to take you once you get started. I just said, these have to go this month, and I'm going to smash them for SOS. And then, one thing leads to another. You're playing with a template set from Bourbon Creek Crafts. Then you need Mother's Day cards. So this is where we find ourselves. I mentioned the sketch sets from Bourbon Creek Crafts. She has these great new templates where she's showing you, these are the cards you can make. This is how you cut your paper. And I started playing with them. And you know me, I can't follow instructions as given. I know it's shocking. These were based on her first template, I believe, with this 2-inch strip. And if you're a card maker, you end up with a ton of 2-inch strips. So I had a great time with these, and I just played. I was using up a collection that's part of Clear It Out. Graphic 45, Let It Be. I wanted to move it along, and I didn't feel like it was going to be just a journal for me because the paper repeated a lot. So I made cards. This one says Be Original, and it has the B right here. And it's interesting because I didn't actually add a sentiment to the front. I'm going to leave it just the way it is. Happy Mother's Day. And these are all papers from the collection, just flipped back and forth like Beth talks about in her cutting templates. And again, playing with the 2-inch strip. Today and every day, I'm so grateful for you. And then I had some die cuts that I put on there in different golds. And there's a little bit of gold around here. Today and every day, I am so grateful for you. And this one's on craft, which really goes nicely with these papers. And I just had a great time with her templates. But here's what I will tell you. The next one that I tried is an angle one, and I loved it. It was giving me fits with directional paper. So then what I started doing was just taking these 2-inch strips that I had and using the idea from Beth's template. Like, look at this. Let It Be. And it is so cute, and it was so easy to put together. Thinking of you, and I just put that up there. Another Happy Mother's Day with just a piece of paper down there that I had, a scrap. Another Happy Mother's Day. See, I love the angle cards. And this one, I didn't add any sentiment to. I don't think I will either. My mom asked for some blank cards, and I think this is just cute. I think it will work for her needs. Same here. So I was kind of avoiding putting a sentiment on them. This could be thinking of you. It could be, sorry about what's going on in your life. It could be a lot of things. Hello, sunshine, and with sympathy. So if you watch Bourbon Creek Crafts, she has a playlist for her sketch sets. And that is what happened. I just started watching it, and cards happened. Just let them happen. This one I was playing with joy and vellum. And it's just the regular piece of paper. I didn't do anything with it. So, highly, highly recommend digging into those sketch sets that Beth is putting together for us. And I know she'll have more. When I sat down and was playing that day, 1 through 4 were out. I really liked 1. It was very simple for me. Some of them make like multiple cards, not all the same cards, but I couldn't commit necessarily to making 8 cards. My goal was to use up this paper. So I just looked at a sketch and went, oh, this would work for that, and did it. She has actual videos that show you how to do it. Jump in there if you need a little inspiration. These 2 were another set of paper in my, maybe 2, in my Clear It Out piles. I think what happened was I was crafting. I'm just going to flip and talk. I was crafting with our friend Lori from Vancouver one day, And she just started chopping paper up. And I thought, I'm going to start doing that. And so I started about, what was it, like 5 or 6 journals one weekend. And then it got away from me. I mean, it did. I don't know if it worked out well for Lori, but I do not recommend that unless maybe they're all in the same color palette or theme. And so you're going to run with them. I got overwhelmed and they got away from me. I couldn't even remember which ones I'd started or where they were. So then this past weekend, I sat down and I had this bee paper and some bee stuff. I had made a kit, and there will be a video where I show you what I put together to wrap up these 2 journals. I'm just not sure when it will come out. I think you'll see it after this. And then I had already played with these journals one weekend, but I really kind of took them to the next level, added some more fun stuff. I had left them at the stage where I wrote a note that said they needed stuff in pockets. But then when I started looking at them, I thought, yeah, they do need stuff in pockets, but they need more sass also. And more stuff, more points of inspiration, I think is what I was looking for. So I kind of went a little crazy. I have more embellishments here, and in many places I have too many cards or things. I would say there's a lot of patterned paper in here. You could write on this with a pen. You could write on this with a pen. Some of these you might have to staple to. This one I probably just love, so I wouldn't cover it up. But it's not a real boring journal. It's got a lot going on. I love this paper. So I think that it would just be an inspiring, fun place to start. A lot of rub-ons, stickers, die cuts, little stamped image there. Each day brings a new reason to be grateful. This is some of my tea-dyed paper. A cheerful friend is like a sunny day which shines brightness all around. And then back here, some more of these. You could chop them up and use them throughout, or I imagined it as a big journaling card, another journaling card. So that is the bee cover, and this is a bee journal. These are headed for my Etsy shop, unless you just post down below that you want it, and then I can talk you through how to do it. But I am actually planning to individually list these, but I do have a listing that people use to just buy a journal once they've already told me which one they want to. So this is the bee on the cover, and they're $26 shipped in the US, and that includes the shipping, $26 all in. And then this one has a plain cover. You could put anything on here you wanted, or you could leave it plain. This one I think would still slide in and out of a purse fine. It doesn't have much dimension. Priority, it's cork. So I tried to use like some natural fun stuff and pops of black. This one has less red and it's more toned down than the other one. Life is Beautiful has a fun sticker that's bling and just a stamped background a little bit. Then a pocket here with some bees. Be Happy is embossed and some tea-dyed paper. And then over here, You're the Bee's Knees, and then it flips up. You could put a photo, you could write a secret note, you could staple glue, whatever. Then this is a little pocket right here. And here's a bee die cut, and he's also a pocket. And again, you can write on these or you can cover them up. I have a journal that I write on patterned paper. I would write on these lines. This one I probably wouldn't. I would probably cover it up. It's a little much. This one has a foil bee. See, they're foil bees and then stapled right here. And then I just stamped a little bit on it too. Little touches of black in this one that I liked. Buzz, Be Happy, and the paper behind it is embossed like hives. This is some paper that Mary gave me that I just love, so I'm trying to use up every last bit. Butterflies, bees, it made sense. A cheerful friend is like a sunny day which shines bright all around. Those were saved from some other paper, and I wanted to use them in bee journals. I love this hive-looking paper. This is from the Rose Parade, right? Like flowers and fun stuff, kind of vintage-looking postcards in a tuck spot there. This is a die cut that I've glued on, but loosely. in the moment, and as I looked around, I couldn't find anything that I really wanted to tuck in there. Maybe it's a cute little picture you have, or a sentiment or a quote that just means the world to you. You could tuck it. This guy's down a little, maybe he might need, but you could tuck it in there and then glue this down some more, right? Maybe it's on a smaller circle or a heart or maybe even a star, and it could go in there, or you could just leave it because I love the contrast. Stickers throughout, nice, wonderful, luscious paper. Some of these you could decorate more, or you could just leave them the way they are. Stuff that pulls out to decorate. Just living is not enough, said the butterfly. One must have sunshine and a little flower. Stuff to write on here too. I love this bee paper. I think this was a close to my heart. And bee embellishments and stickers. And then this was sewing pattern, I think, that Nancy sent me stamped, and then I put the little bee on top of it. And it's just a big card that you can pull out and write on. Nice page to write. I have a page where I'm writing at an angle between the dots. It is super cute. Be happy, and a flower, and the whole thing's on a tag. Over here we have little tuck spots, and the paper is light colored yellow hives. You could write on the back. Let it be and queen bee. You can write here. Fun little ephemera to pull out and put wherever. And I've said it a million times, but if you buy one of my journals, take all the stuff out, move it around, make it your own, throw out anything you don't like, add your own stuff, decorate everywhere, have a great time. This was colored by my friend Noni, and I was going to make it a pocket or cutter, and I just loved her right here on this page with the stripes orange behind. When you flip it, you can see that the marker has showed through a little bit. If that bothers you, cover it up. Put a cute little piece of paper like this, and then it could be another pocket. You can do something else. The other thing I thought is you might want to take this off and fussy cut her or do something with. She doesn't have to live there, but I kind of like her. It was fun. So I left her there. Tea-dyed paper, and I cut out a couple of these bees along the way from like a wrapping paper. These are embossed bees, and it's a little tuck spot. Folds like that. Little journaling card and a bee. Be happy, be silly. Little yellow thing with some black ink on it. Goes anywhere in this book. Each day brings a new reason to be grateful. And this book has a daffodil card in it. And it says, read this, and has an arrow down to each day brings a new reason to be grateful and be happy, be silly. And then the back, I have a vellum envelope that could go anywhere in the journal and some fun stuff that you could pull out and play with. Just like in the other one, there was an envelope of fun stuff. And then this says be happy and has another bee right there. So I used somewhat similar embellishments, but I mean, they're different for sure. This one, we'll call it the yellow floral cover. So we have the bee cover and the yellow floral cover. They're both bee journals pretty much. Kind of love them. This one I used black, or maybe it's, dark brown, and I left the corners pointy. And this one I went pale and made the corners round. I mean, it is just preference. I love them both. I can't really pick one. So I hope you were inspired by it. Get into your stash, play. If you have some paper that's stumping you, get into the Bourbon Creek Crafts sketch sets. You'll have a great time. Thanks so much for watching. Leave a comment down below if you want one of these right away. Otherwise, they'll list shortly on my Etsy shop, and they'll be the same price either way. $26, including shipping in the US. Bye-bye.